Here we have two tillers. That is electric tiller and that is a gasoline powered tiller. They look like that. One is smaller, one is larger. This is 40 centimeters, that is I think 55. This is spinning faster with less torque. That is spinning slower with higher torque. This is electric. There's the cable. You have to get the electricity from somewhere. You need a long cable. That has its own gas tank. You need to buy gasoline. This is making more noise and it's making smoke. Smoke is not visible, but it's not healthy to inhale. This is not making any smoke. It's more quieter. The electric one has smaller teeth down there. It has 1, 2, 3 set of teeth, 3 there also. This has only 2 at the moment, 1 and 2 on the left side also. Smaller diameter here, larger diameter there. You can lift the electric one with one hand, as you can see. You cannot do exactly the same with this one unless you are Hercules or something. You can tilt it, but it's more difficult to lift it with 2 hands maybe. And yes, with 2 hands I can lift it, but it's much more difficult. This has one wheel in the front, so it will move left and right because of the higher weight also. This has 2 wheels, so it's more stable. This will bounce on a hard surface. That will bounce much less because it's much heavier. Those knives are spinning to the front, but if you want to pull the soil back, then it's much more difficult with that one because you have to pull the, I'm not sure, 50 kilos of the machine also. Whereas this one is much lighter, so you can pull the machine and the soil back. The motor of this one starts always, unless the switch is damaged, I guess. The motor of that one, engine more exactly, might start, might not start. If it's not kept on horizontal, so if your soil is at an angle and you keep it that way for a few minutes, then it starts much more difficult. Here you have to play around with the choke also, because at the first start it needs a higher quantity of fuel. Let's test the sound also. So I have to raise it on the wheels, otherwise it will go forward. So this is how the electric sounds. This one starts and stops instantly. So that's how the electric sounds. Now this one, you have to push the gas a little bit forward. Let's leave the choke in the middle and then pull the other one. This will not go anywhere, so I don't need to lean it on the back side. This has its own clutch, so when this is pushed down, first this one and then that one, only when it's pushed down then it will pull. When you release it, it's not doing anything. So let's try it. So that's the sound of the gasoline tiller. If there are some sidewalks, something like this, it's much more difficult to use this one. You have to lift it somehow. Whereas that one can be lifted by one hand. This requires oil for the engine, some kind of grease for the transmission also. This does not require any oil, only some grease inside this transmission. The power is coming from up and it has to be transmitted down there to that shaft. The same thing here. This also has some kind of belt or another transmission, plus this one. Here is the oil dipstick. You have to introduce the oil here. Let's see, will it flow out or not? No, it's not that full, but the level is somewhere there. There the oil is visible. This oil has to be changed quite often compared to a car engine. If you have to work at a remote location, you can buy some gasoline and you can use that one. But if there is no power, it's a bit more difficult to get electricity unless you have many batteries, plus an inverter to make 220 volts AC. More powerful versions of gasoline tillers can have wheels also. So you have to remove that portion and the other side, and instead of those you attach wheels. And you can use that as a little pulling machine, something similar like a horse, and it can pull another device after it. So you attach this one to another small vehicle with wheels, you put your items back there, and this is pulling that one. So this is like a small car. Can't really attach wheels on this one from where to get that power, so this is not good as a mini car. So this requires less maintenance and it's more portable, it's more lightweight. For harder soils the other one is more recommended. The gasoline powered one is spinning slower and with more power, thus it can remove larger chunks of ground. Whereas this one is spinning faster with somewhat less power, thus it's making the ground smaller. It can chop off large chunks more easier. This cannot chop off large chunks into small pieces. This is gasoline powered. You can use it in rain also, but the electric one is not recommended to be used in rain. It's not waterproof. Water and electricity should not be mixed up. The housing of this one is covered, there is some opening down there, so water should not get into it too easily. Now here's an obstacle. How should the gasoline powered one pass that one? You either lift it or what, 50 plus kilos. And I lifted up the machine using two hands, of course. It's not too difficult, but it's not too pleasant either. Now let's try it here. This portion is taller, that one is lower. So I should remove soil from here and pull it there. And it's full of grass also, let's see how it will work. The wheel is limiting the depth. Small portions. Gasoline powered one removes much larger chunks. Now let's see what will the gasoline power do. So it's removing the soil much faster and much deeper. It's somewhat more difficult to use because of the higher weight. You cannot pull it back easily as the other one. So for harder jobs, definitely you need a gasoline powered one. In this case, I was leveling the soil. I was removing from there and pulling it here. This barely entered into the ground, let's say 10 or 20% compared to that one. Now let's continue with the electric one. Ooh, it's much lighter. Now let's raise up the wheels of this one and see what can do. This is pulling away. It's digging much deeper if the wheel is lifted, but it is also pulling you more. You have to break it, and that's not too easy. There's a brick. It is digging much deeper when the wheel is lifted. More bricks. The cable always comes out. It's definitely more capable when the wheel is lifted. So in conclusion, you remove the soil with that one and you level it with that one. That removes the soil much deeper and in much larger quantity, and that levels it much easier. You can pull the freshly digged up soil back and you can place it from there here in this case. So that's for digging and that's for leveling. Both of them have their own place and meaning. They are complementary. Somehow you can work more easier with that one compared to this one. This is sitting on the ground, whereas this is pulling you away. You can limit that pulling force if you put the wheels a little bit lower, which also limits how much the knives can dig into the ground. By the way, the knives of the electric one are not rotating when the device is off. You cannot rotate them. Whereas the other one, see, it's in one place. The other one turns, rotates. See? You can carry it on the ground, not on asphalt. The knives are rotating. This size grass is not really stopping the electric one. You have to clean it, but it's functional. It's not hot, just warm. Okay, this has this leg. If you simply pull it back on the leg, okay, now it entered into the ground, but if you pull it back, the knives are lifted and the device is not going forward. If you simply release the clutch, the device is not going forward. Whereas the other one doesn't have a leg. So as soon as you pull the trigger, it's always pulling you forward. So you have to stop the motor in order to make it stop.